Hello everybody, welcome back to Flight Simulator X. I'm Captain Klaus as always, and today we're going to be doing a flight in the Mooney Bravo, and be more of a tutorial video as we're going to be using the Garmin 1000 cockpit version, also known as a glass cockpit, whichever name you prefer. And basically just going to be a quick rundown on how it all works, what it's used for, and some of the different features of the Garmin 1000 versus a standard cockpit. And that's all coming up right after this. Alright everybody, as you can see now, we have joined up in the cockpit of the Mooney Bravo. It is the default Mooney Bravo. And we are at Kalispell City Airport here in single player mode. Looks like I have another Mooney Bravo sitting right next to me. That's pretty cool. Got two of them there. We'll see if he ever takes off or anything like that. So it is the standard livery for the Mooney Bravo. And we're going to jump back in the cockpit here. We'll go ahead and get the panel lights turned on as quickly as possible. I know it's dark out right now, but that's the way it is. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and Happy Tuesday to all of you, as the video is going to be released on Tuesday. Of course, I made it Monday and hopefully get it out by Tuesday, so hopefully everything's been working out okay. I know the schedule's been a little screwed up with trying to get everything here, just checking over all my panels. And here's the main panel. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our battery and alternator. And I typically don't follow the procedure, as it's mostly what we're doing right now. And I need lights, so let me go ahead and turn on. I think it's my nav light turns on. Yeah, okay. We'll just do that then. Beacon lights on, we'll just do that. Excuse me. And we'll go ahead and turn on avionics, just so you guys can see the beautiful color display of the Garmin 1000. Now you can only see we have three backup instruments over here. We have an airspeed indicator, an attitude indicator, and a altimeter as well. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and open up the cowl flaps, which I believe that was enough to open them. Make sure. Yeah, they appear to. I think they're open. Let me see. Yep, they're open. Cool. Let's check our speed brakes. We do have speed brakes in this aircraft. Go and check our controls. Controls look good. Alright, very good. Let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll leave the prop alone for now. We'll leave that not feathered at the time being. I'm just going to go ahead and take a brief look at the checklist here. Hopefully that's not... Yeah, see, it's doing that again. I'm just checking the stream. It is doing that flashing thing where it wants to glitch out on me like that. So I'm going to get rid of that then. I don't know why it does that. Did that in the other OBS too, which is kind of interesting. So, if I can remember right from the checklist, I'm supposed to turn on the boost pump after we get everything going here. I'm going to leave that off for now. So let's... Oh, wrong panel. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit the pilot heat. We're going to turn on the de-ice. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the boost pump. Get our fuel pressure up for about 30 to 40 seconds or so. And prop control is at 100%. Mixture full rich. We're going to crack the throttle about 1/4 inch roughly, maybe a little less than that, but we're alright. And we're going to go ahead and get the engine ready to turn over here. And go ahead and check over my panels real quick. So this is the main one right here. It's just a quick tour. This right up here shows your current nav frequency, your nav 2. You can select that and change it all over here on this side. Transponder code is right here, and you can change that with This is the transponder right here. You click this, and then it allows you to input the code where you can squawk VFR, which is 1200, or anything else besides that. Which, if they give me some... Let's see if they give me a weird code here. If they give me a weird code, let's say they wanted me to squawk 0, 4... Let's see. Let's see, 0405. If they wanted me to do that, that's fine. That's a transponder code right there. Now, if they wanted me to squawk VFR, squawk VFR, which is 1200, which is your standard squawk code, if you guys didn't know that. And you got some other different functions down here. You got your nearest waypoint if you need that. And there's a mini map right here, which shows your airport and other airspaces and other land features as well. Airspeed indicator, altitude indicator, pressure, which I probably need to calibrate that. Yeah, 3002. That's what I thought. Gives you your warnings right here, which we already know those are. That's the case. The engine's off, so we're obviously going to have those. And here's our current comm frequencies right here. There's our, like if you're going somewhere, waypoint distance and all that. Just a brief, these are some of the comm controls right here. You can change the range on this one right here, like 3 miles. I think it's set to it's a 3-mile span right now, I'm pretty sure. And then we have our RPM here, and I know it's been way longer than 30 to 40 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. There's our fuel pressure dropped, and we're going to go ahead and start the engine at this time. Let me just check everything here. Looks good. Yep. Okay, I like to look at everything there. Good. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to move the joystick over here so I can get that out of the way and somehow grab the key. There we go. Grab the key and ignition. And just like that. Go and shut the door. Okay, door is down and down. Is shut and locked. Which is telling me that right now. Okay, good. Let's see. We're at about 1,000 RPM right now. We want to hold it about 1,000 RPM. That's where we want it to idle. Yeah, about 1,000 to 1,500. They said it's fine, and then by the according to the checklist, of course. And of course, we have our directional indicator right here, where it says our current heading is 039, which might be correct. I'm not sure on that exactly, but might be correct. So if we get out of that panel, if we go to the second, this is our altitude. We're just going to go up to 5,000 feet. Nope, it's a little too high there. Come on, there we go. And here's our GPS. This is the actual GPS on the Garmin 1000, which is this panel right here. And it's pretty sweet, I gotta say. Let me see if I can increase our range here just a little bit. There we go. And that's getting closer, and that gets further away. And we can head a directional if we want to. We can go direct waypoint. I still have to... I'm not totally familiar with how everything works here, but I'm mostly good on the finer points and how to read all the gauges and all that. So we're gonna go and get rid of that. This is the other one. You can bring the panels up separately. Shift 5 brings them up in this view, which is if you just want altitude and speed, I guess, and your attitude indicator, I suppose. Your prop and all that mixture and all that fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and close our cowl flaps, which are closed by now. Flaps we're going to set first position. And that looks good there. And to get our lights here, we'll go ahead and turn on our strobes, recognition, and we'll turn the taxi lights on. We'll leave the landing lights off till we get up there on the runway to do our run-up. And I believe the wind direction showed that we're going to be using runway probably 13, but I'm going to double check that here. Let me bring up, let's see, I got to go to 132625. On the ATIS here, so let me bring up, there we go, need to go to 132, need to go to 625, that's the course. That's 340 on course. Let me see here. Figure out how to get to one. Ah, that's it. There we are. 132625. All right. Put that in there. And there's the Glacieratus. Okay, they're using 20. That's what I thought. Okay, so if they're going to use 20, we're going to take 13 just to make sure that we are close enough to the wind direction. We're not going to be perfect, but we'll make it work. So at this point right now, this guy over here, he's just sitting here. He's not going to do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and release parking brake, and we're out of here. I'm just going to taxi forward, not going to do any pushback or anything like that. Hopefully the recording quality of this video is pretty good right now, because the last video I did, it seemed to be a little jittery and a little hesitant when it came to recording. It didn't like everything that I was doing, and because I changed the output resolution, it didn't really care for the game being slow right now and all that stuff. It was lagging. It was making the stream lag a little bit, or the recording lag a little. So hopefully that had to do with just an update in the system, and then it all worked out. Excuse me. So we'll go ahead, and I'm just going to do a quick run up here, as there's no one else coming to take off, so that's always a good thing. Just going to hold it here at the edge of the runway here. Lock the brakes. We're going to bring it up to 2,000 RPM, and we're going to go ahead and check. This is for our high-speed run-up. Oop, a little far, a little far. There's 40, 30, 20, 10, close enough. I'm going to go ahead and check our magnetos here just by using this. Just check and make sure we got our drop. Okay, we got about 50 drop. It's not really moving much there, that's okay. And we'll get it back up. Flex our prop in. It's out, or back in again, I guess. And we'll go and pull that back. Pull it all the way to idle. Alright, landing lights coming on. And we're going to go and call traffic and tell them the story. Ticking off 13, and oh, let's see. We're just going to depart. Yeah, we'll just depart straight out, I guess.
Traffic, Mooney, November 1000 Bravo, taking off runway 13, departing straight out.
Edit voice pack demo. Buy a license from editvoicepack.com.
Yeah. Excuse me. Still getting over a cold that I've had now for quite a while. It's getting kind of annoying. Alright, just center up my view here real quick. Looks good. I'm just going to go and raise myself up here a couple little points. Check our controls. Look good. Alright then. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. I got to find out. Yeah, I think we're good there. Alright. Let's go ahead and add some power, and we're on the roll. course, full power. Got a little bit of wind. There's that wind. Feeding in some left rudder here. Keep her on the center line. Approaching V1. There's V1. Rotating. A little more elevator. There's V2. Almost at V2 yet. Not quite. Kind of climbed a little fast there, but that's okay. We're doing good. And positive brake, gear up. Flaps coming up. And we're going to go ahead and hit altitude hold and autopilot on, and we're going to go ahead and disengage, just cycle the heading control so we have heading control of the aircraft. That's all there is to it. So right now current altitude is about 3,300. We're going up to 5,000 here. I know it's getting a little laggy. I think it's just because the computer's running a bit slow. That's the way it is. Not much I can do about that. Overall, though, I can see right now that the quality of the video looks pretty good. What I can tell. Just checking the stream there real quick. Stream recording. Go ahead and turn off our taxi light here. We don't need that on at all. And we got a jet in the air over there, it looks like. Oh no, Beechcraft, King Air. 350 just took off out of Glacier. We'll stay clear of their airspace. Trying to stay out of this blue circle here. That's Glacier Park's tower airspace. I know they have an Echo extension right here, which I'm not really too worried about. That's just for runway approach, but now we'll be alright. We'll stay away from the sky. We'll try and keep some distance here, make sure there's no other traffic in the area. Small little private airfield right down there. Climbing in a hurry. These King Airs can really climb pretty fast, that's for sure. Okay, we're almost to 5,000 feet here. This is kind of a, I guess, more of a representational view of Kalispell. And go and pull the power back. Cruising right now at about 159 knots currently, and we're staying clear of Glacier's airspace. We're just going to stay, I guess, in Kalispell City's airspace for the time being, as we just go over some of the finer points of the Garmin 1000 cockpit here. It's pretty simple. These are the only really two main functions, I guess, main instruments you really look at. There's several other instruments in between them, of course, but these are the only other three backup instruments that are really ever needed in case these somehow go out. I wonder what our current temperature is outside right now. Let's see if it'll tell me. Oh, yeah, it says -1 degrees Celsius right now, which means it's just below 32 Fahrenheit. It's probably in the high 20s with that temperature reading right there. There's that Beechcraft. Oh no, that's a Bombardier CRJ. I wonder if he just took off out of Glacier. No, he's looks like, is he descending right now? Nope, he's climbing. He potentially took off out of Glacier. I'm not sure. Pretty clear night out so far right now, that at least I can tell. Not too many clouds here, at least at the altitude we're flying at. I'll go and crank her in a little bit tighter. Make sure we're still staying outside that airspace, which we appear to be at the time.
Buddy entered your
at this
channel.
time. Oh, so I got somebody in here right now. My team speak.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
I think I know who that was, but I have my TeamSpeak open as well right now. I just want to let you guys know, FS Flyboys is pretty much no more. I'm now a part of 2 new multiplayer servers, but the main one I'm representing right now is Aero FSX, I believe it is. Just 1 second here, let me double check that. Yeah, Aero FSX, and the head admins, they requested I come on, and they brought me in. And I believe they're going to be starting up their own channel for Aero FSX, but these videos are going to be, I guess you could say, in the name of them. Is who I'm with now. So I'm no longer with FS Flyboys. I'm still signed up with them, but the server's pretty much no more, and I've pretty much left that whole thing behind, which is unfortunate because it was a good server. But the new one got plenty of members and a lot of fun, so if you guys want to come join, you can inquire in the comments below for the video, and I'll get you all squared away to join Aero FSX if you guys are interested. And good, looks like we did stay outside that airspace again right now, and I'm just trying to stay clear because I have seen now a couple airplanes leaving this area, so I'm thinking they're leaving Glacier. So I'm just trying to stay low and out of their way. Try not to bother them. I think we have one more pass here. I think we'll come around and set up in the pattern for a landing. But just a few other features on the Garmin 1000. Some of the newer ones, like if you have updated AirAC data or stuff like that, it will show. You can. I know there's ways you can switch it to. You can get terrain maps. You can also get airport diagrams, taxi instructions. Well, I guess taxiway, not necessarily taxi instructions, but taxiway information, and they are incredibly powerful computers in these aircraft, and a lot of the diamond fleets, if you go to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, they, I believe some of their diamonds have Garmin 1000 cockpits. The Diamond DA40s, and I think some of the Diamond Twin Stars, I think is what they're called, have them as well. If I ever got to fly in one, I think that'd be one of the coolest things in the world. So we'll go ahead and circle back around here. I know I haven't given you guys much of a tutorial about what they can do. I'll let you guys explore that for your own purpose and, I guess, intuition, for lack of a better term. Just trying to stay clear of Glacier's airspace here, but I will bring up the GPS long enough to zoom in. Come on. There we go. Just long enough so I can get on a downwind pattern for Sierra 27 here. I'm just trying to line it up. Okay, that looks good. Alright, looks good. We're going to go ahead now. I'm just going to decrease power, set the autopilot to descend 3,500 here, and we'll go about 3,700 actually. I want to put her into about 1,000 foot per minute descent. So we start making a shallow turn here towards the runways. I got an insight just off to my left. It's the green lights right here. This is the runway. Oops, go ahead and take that. Ah, wrong one. There we go. We probably will use the spoilers on landing here, just in case the wind decides to come up. I want to get it a little bit slower, so I can put it down on the runway. And we got a Dash 8 right there. He's climbing. See what I'm telling you? There's aircraft taking off out of Glacier like crazy right now, and if I'm not careful, I'm gonna hit someone. And I don't want that, so that would be bad. Alright, we're going to go and drop the gear. I'm going to call the airport, just tell them real quick what runway we're coming in on here, and tell them our position. We're just, we're going full stop. And we're going to be on final here.
Okay, traffic, Mooney, November 1000 Bravo is on final, runway 13 to land.
Autopilot's been disconnected, and we're going to go and drop the flaps here real quick. Reduce power. Drop flaps full. I'm just going to go and kick in a little bit of rudder here to get us lined up on the runway, kind of put us into a descent. I'm going to open the speed brakes to help us slow up here. This might not be the best landing I've ever done in this aircraft, and that's a hard airplane to land when it gets slow, especially in a crosswind here. This is a pretty bad approach, to be honest. Good, alright, go ahead and retract speed brakes. Looking good. Okay, we're about 100 knots right now. We're still in the green zone for flying if we ever had to pull out, so we're good there. Full flaps. Checking for landing, start our flare. Hold the nose, and power's all the way back. Touchdown, that was nice. Speed brakes open, brakes on. Oops, sliding a little. Hang on, get some traction back here on the nose. Got my mains locked up, there we go. Slowing her down here, slowing her down, there we are. Alright, we're going to just kind of pull off here. There, we didn't even use up the whole runway, that's always a good sign. Going to retract speed brakes. Flaps up. Let me see, I think that's our landing light. Nope, that's recognition, I hit the wrong one. Navigation, that's landing, there we go. We'll go and turn our taxi back on here. We got a little bit of snow to deal with, but nothing major there. Slow her up just a little bit here, and we'll go ahead and park it. Let me see where's that other Mooney Bravo? There he is. Oh, were there two of them, or did we just park down this far? Oh, there are two of them here. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, we'll just pull in right here. How about that? Actually, could open up the cowl flaps too if I wanted to slow down even more. I didn't even think of that. Further up, and good right there. Alright, parking brakes on, prop control all the way out, and let's go ahead and kill the engine. And she's off. Alright, go ahead and turn our lights off here. Oops, beacon, leave that on. Recognition and strobes off. Go ahead and turn our beacon off for now. Let's do that. And avionics. And the alternator will turn the battery off in just a second. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for watching this video, and this one I believe will go up on the channel as long as the quality seems to be okay. I'll try and get some more out here before we go back to school next Tuesday. As always, like, subscribe, and I thank you for watching. And until next time, guys. This is Captain Klaus from the new Aero FSX. Till next time, take care and happy flying.